Josh, firstly, congrats on the win tonight. Can you please just give us an assessment of your team's performance out there?
Yeah, first off, really proud of the group I get to coach. It's really hard to win in this league, and we knew it wasn't going to be easy, and it wasn't easy. I think the score doesn't indicate how close of a game it was. They had a really good game plan. It was tied at the half. It took us a long, long time in the game to kind of crack them. But I think once we, kind of got some momentum, we were able to, flow better offensively. But proud of my team, and credit to New Zealand for, which they're very undermanned right now too, as we all know. So they came out and they played really, really hard for as long as they could, and gave us a really good game.
Josh, tied at halftime, going a big run in the third. What was the message at halftime to kind of lift for the second half?
Play defense. We weren't focused on ourselves. We were focused on outside factors that when we do that, we're not at our best. So that's what we just talked about in the locker room. It was a 52-point first half and a 31-point second half, and that's the game right there. That's the name of the game. So the guys did a great job of adjusting and playing through some difficult times in the game, but we did a much better job of focusing and locking in on the scout in the second half of the game.
Just on the defense, obviously you've talked about how impactful John Brown has been this year for your team. Does he set a standard for the rest of the team to kind of meet his benchmark?
Yeah, I mean, John is JB3 is he's I've said it before, and he's a monster on defense. We follow his lead to start the game, and it's really good to have him around for a guy like Malique, to see kind of how hard you have to play he's played at high levels all over the world, and I wouldn't say it's because he's the most maybe talented guy out there, but not to say that he's not a talented player, but what he does is world class, and it's really good for our younger guys to see, and our whole team kind of feeds off of his energy, so really good to see.
Just touching on that, Malique, what kind of, relationship do you have with JB3, as Josh likes to call him?
Nah, JB's my guy. I feel like JB is the person I talk to the most outside of, when we're doing team events. We're always on the game. We're always messing around in practice. After practice, I feel like it's like a elder brother, somebody that I look up to. I feel like I have to be like to get where I want to get. And, just watching him day in, day out, play his, I don't want to say that, I can't say that, but play hard, just play really hard is just, it's good for me. It's a good example.
Nathan Sobey's defense underrated, Josh?
Is it underrated?
Underrated, yeah.
Yeah, Sobes is like a lot of our guys. We try to focus on that end. Yeah, he's a good defender. I would say his offense is probably better than his defense. But he locks in. When he locks in, he's very good at getting in the passing lane and anticipating plays. He sees the play a lot of times on defense. He sees the play before it happens, and he's done that time and time again. Gets big, timely steals for us. So yeah, he's a very underrated defender. Yes.
And just on Sobes' offense as well, tonight he sort of, I felt like, struggled a little bit from the field, but he just has this confidence, I feel like, watching. He just pulls up no matter what his field goal percentage is. Is it quite admirable watching somebody just get the green light no matter what his field goal percentage is and just keep going?
Yeah, he got us going in that second half. He wasn't hitting his shots early, but he's a confident guy. I know his teammates believe in him, his coaches believe in him, and once he gets hot, he's really good at attacking the rim. He's a three-level scorer. He can score on all levels, from three, from deep, going to the basket. He attacks the basket better than anybody in the league. He's a fun player to watch, especially when he gets going.
Thanks, guys.
Chris?
Just after JB Freed, he's got that with a great deal, doesn't it? He was one player that might have got a little bit frustrated early in the game and let himself get distracted by our things. But if you had a big step point of the end, it's like a veteran where he was able to quickly refocus. That's why we bought him have some cool heads where it's sort of that veteran leadership, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's easier said than done sometimes, focusing on just the game, but he's played in high-level environments, and we had other guys step up too tonight. That's what it is. We had a group out there. We started our switching defensive lineup in the third quarter. I think that's kind of what helped us crack them. Malique was a big part of that group that kind of really pushed us over the top and really gave us the momentum to start the snowball. So, yeah, I mean, it's all about finding the right group on any given game.
Yeah, you had a lot of different guys step up different times, didn't you? I mean, there was DJ there at one point where I think it was in the second quarter, you were starting to struggle a little bit. Suddenly he goes out and hits a couple of quick threes, and all of a sudden you've got some momentum. It's not that you've got 10, 11, 12 players at any different point, somebody can step up to create a momentum for you.
Yeah, that's what we would like to do. It helps wear other teams down. DJ stepped up big for us, especially in that first half, kind of when we were struggling to make shots. But yeah, that's what we want. We want everybody to be ready to go and step up, and you never know when your name and number is going to be called. So that's the beauty of this game, and we have a really deep and talented team, and hopefully we can continue to play our best.
If you're pretty happy about this performance, right across the board, if you look at the numbers, I feel like they're all pretty much in the range that you would want them to be. You get up almost 100 shots, which no other team in the league's getting close to. You get up 37 threes, you get the foul line, pretty good numbers, get offensive rebounds, 17 of them, only 8 turnovers. Are all those numbers in the range that you would like to see?
Yeah, the numbers look good, and that all is it's one big picture when you look at this score sheet. But Malique, what was the only message after the game? What was the biggest number? We put 2 numbers on the board, and you can tell Chris what's most important.
I hope he remembers.
Oh,
He'll
man.
remember. Come on, man.
He put the first half and the second half, the scoring in the first half and the second half, defense basically.
Yeah, so that's it, Chris. All these numbers are good, and trust me, we need guys to perform. I understand that, but we need to lock in on the defensive side of the ball, and when we do that, we are at our best, and we're most dangerous then.
Yeah, the 52 opposed to 31 does stand out, doesn't it? Well, what about Malique? I'll come to you in a second, Malique, but I'll ask you about it first, Josh. This feels like it was his best performance since he's come back from his injury, and he looks like he's finding his groove. Are you pretty happy with the way he's sort of getting back into some form that you would be happy to see? Yeah,
it's had a good time. Malique was really good for us today. He was on that group that jump-started us in the second half. Before he had his what did you have? I can't pronounce it.
Pneumothorax.
In November, he was leading the league in plus-minus. We made some changes to the roster, but he's slowly coming back to finding his way, and he's a really talented player, and he's going to be very useful for our group down this home stretch. But we need everybody playing well, and it's good to see Malique come out and really have a good game tonight.
And Malique, I'm sure it's been a frustrating season in a lot of ways because you had to miss that time, and then it's taken you a little while to pick things back up and work your way back up. But do you feel like now, at the right end of the season, you're starting to feel back to your best again?
I feel like after the first 2 games, I was okay. It was just adjusting to playing the 4 mostly. I was telling for some of my teammates, I just have to find a way to be impactful. I'm not going to stress about, just playing one position or playing out of the position, as some people would say. It's just when I go out there, find a way to impact the game at the 4, and I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's a very good point by Malique. Good point, you. No, Malik's had to also, I probably should have said that, so you didn't have to say it. But yeah, he's had to change positions when we made the roster changes. He's had to slide it, so that's another thing too. And but this is the versatility he has. He can play multiple positions on the floor, and he's done a nice job of accepting this role. And that's the type of unselfish player he is.
So playing that 4 slot, that's where Kareem has been playing for the Breakers as well. Were you disappointed when you found out he wasn't playing tonight?
It would always be good competing against him. We're 2 guys striving for the same thing, and I just think it would have been nice. But he's hurt, and I hope he gets healthy. I wish him all the best. He's playing pretty good this season, and that's about it.
How are you feeling now? 3 games to go in the regular season, and then you've got a push into the finals, which you were part of last year, Malique. How are you feeling about this team's chances and what you're going to be capable of doing over the next 6 or 7 or 8 weeks?
I feel like we're in a good spot. Like coaches always emphasize on, which as long as we play defense, we're always going to be in a position to win the game. And I feel like that's all that we have to stress on. Just be good on the defensive side of the court, and then our offense will just feel because of how we're playing defense. Everyone's positive. Everyone's feeling good about this season. We're taking games one by one. We're not thinking ahead. And I think everyone's locked in, and we come together and we understand that we really have a shot at winning the whole thing. So we're going to put our all into it.
And Josh, just lastly, on a number of fronts, it's a big day on Sunday. You finally get back to John Cain Arena. I reckon it'll be a good crowd. You're rushing back, and you play against Sydney. You're going in that battle for a top 10 position. It's a big day that you've got ahead of you.
I'm going to give you the coach's answer. It's a big game because it's the next one. And it's a little bit of tongue-in-cheek, but it's true. We'll focus on them just like we just focused on New Zealand, one game at a time. We've got 3 games left. And, Sydney's the next one up. They're playing very well. But like most teams in this league, we have to show up. We have to play our best to have a chance to win the game. And if we show up and do that, we'll be right there. So we're excited about it. We need to get off our feet, get back to Melbourne, get our rest, and then be ready to go on Sunday.
You're excited to get back to John Cain, though. Obviously, you've had a really loud home crowd advantage at the basketball centre, but you can get double the amount of people into this building. You're excited?
Yeah, it's fun playing in John Cain. It's awesome playing in at the State Basketball Center. We represent the Heartland, and they show up at State Basketball Center, but they show up at John Cain as well. So we just love playing in front of our fans, and Sunday will be another or the next opportunity to do that, and we know they'll be there cheering us on nice and loud.